we're doing our very first Zoom virtual design presentation. How are you doing at home with 4 little ones?
We're hanging in there.
Being busy?
Same, busy. Definitely busy with the kids. Things like this keep me excited and presentable.
I guess the first thing we'll do is we'll share on screen our room plan.
Okay.
So here's our room plan. It's being shared now. And then we'll talk about all the different pieces that we selected. And a lot of this we actually did before we all got locked in our houses. I am sheltering in place in my showroom, which is nice because I can try out a different couch every hour. But this hour, we are on the Sullivan, which is the couch that you and Ryan really liked. So trying to achieve this look, but in a durable fabric that would be appropriate for a house of now 4 children. When we started picking this out, I believe there were only 3.
Yes. And we fell in love with your whole farmhouse. I mean, I think that whole area of your store. We're like, can you just recreate this? And I've always wanted a white couch, but I've been scared to have that with kids. So you're convincing me with this magic fabric that we're picking out that this is going to be possible.
It is magic fabric. Here is the fabric. If you remember, not only is it incredibly durable, like it's made out of the most durable fabric components that you can have, but it also has a 5-year warranty on it in terms of like if it doesn't behave the way that it's supposed to behave, they warranty the fabric for 5 years.
And I like warranties, especially with kids.
Yeah. So this gives us the dream of the white sofa with the actual realistic living environment with 4 kids. This is the trick. This will get it done.
So my kids are going to be the little guinea pigs for this fabric.
This is our Murph swivel chair, which at the time when we picked it out, it was just brand new. And we've kind of gone back and forth on this, whether or not we wanted to do it in this darling buffalo print, or if we wanted to rely on our buffalo print in like a smaller, in a pillow or something like that, something not so committal to the trend that is buffalo print.
Yes, and I love the trend currently, but I'm also very conservative, especially in furniture design. So I think we came up with a happy medium.
Yeah, I think so. And again, this is another one of our performance fabrics. So this has kind of a pretty herringbone type feel to it. It's got a little bit of like a herringbone tweed. It's 100% polypropylene, and it is a Revolution fabric. So it has a 3-year warranty on it in terms of like if it doesn't behave the way it's supposed to behave, which is spill proof.
This wasn't the goat proof fabric.
Yeah,
was that the couch fabric or this one?
Goats, yeah. Because who doesn't do yoga with goats in their living room? So we decided to do the swivel chair. This chair does come as a stationary, but also comes as a swivel. And we went with the swivel because you guys have beautiful big open, like floor to ceiling sliding doors. So we want to be able to utilize the view there and swivel around and look outside. We do a lot of swivel chairs, and I encourage them in any room they can go in where you can swivel around and look at a beautiful view. The other big piece of furniture is our recliner in this fabric, which I actually just went and grabbed the cushion because I couldn't. You can see how pretty all of this is together. It's a very neutral palette, but then when we start punching it up with some pattern, which you like the buffalo, so we're going to do those as pillows. And then we also like what's called mud cloth. It's kind of it's a fun, trendy little print. And I do like to stick to my trend in things that are removable. So I call it non-committal. So I'm getting a couple of pillows now, but when I'm sick of it, I can get a new pillow cover.
And what I loved about working with you is the cohesiveness of it all. You were able to like catch the vision. You were able to see like the style I wanted, but also the fact that I wanted something very durable and long lasting and not too trendy with everything. So I felt like you did a good job bringing all that together of what the vision was for the room.
Oh, good. Thank you. Well, and then you were we've been tossing around different colors to punch it up. And one of the colors that you have said you really like is this mustard color.
Yes.
Which is music to my ears because I love this color. And this is just an example of the color. But we were able to find a cool vintage dresser to use as a sideboard. I don't know if that's something that you're still thinking about. But we can put that on screen here too. And I think that'll be a fun color to just punch up everything that's going on here.
Yeah, and that's what I love is again, my taste might be sort of traditional or maybe boring, but I like that you help bring the colors and the accents all in to add some dimension. Because I would probably just stay all neutral all the way through. And you did a good job mixing all the patterns and colors well.
Oh, good. Well, and I think it's fun to mix in vintage because it gives the room a little sense of history. It's not just like I opened a catalog and I go, oh, I'll take that. I really like a room to look collected versus cataloged, because a catalog, it lacks that sense of history and that sense of depth. So when you have more of a collected room, which takes longer, it's hard to do collected like right off the bat. It takes a while to acquire all those pieces. But when you start mixing in vintage pieces, the room takes on a whole different look, and it's just so much more interesting in terms of the look of the room, but also the feel of the room has a cozier, homier feel.
Right. And you were helping me with that as well. We were able to find that drafting table from Boulevard Mercantile. So we're able to find some of these local businesses in town that we are able to bring in some of those vintage pieces. And so that's been fun getting to work with some of these other businesses in town. And again, I think that's another area that you added so much value versus putting all these connections together and pieces together to make it a uniformed room versus just one piece of furniture. You're able to see, like, I think we're coming up on the rugs and that lighting, the big farmhouse chandelier. You're able to see the whole room and the vision of the room where that's not how my mind works. So that's why I loved with working with you, was being able to see how you pulled everything together.
This was my very first design Zoom call. So first virtual consultation, which is a whole different world for a designer. But it's been really fun. And I appreciate you guys, you and Ryan, like really going out of your way to support local businesses through your whole journey with building your Fowler farmhouse, and how fun it's been to participate with you. I really appreciate the opportunity. And through this COVID stuff, we're really pushing the boundaries and learning new things.
We are. And we've always been a lot more, at least for me, with the kids at home, I've always been more onto social media and doing a little bit more stuff that's not in person. I think our whole relationship developed over like Instagram chat until I got the chance to finally come down there with a kid in tow. I do think hopefully this is all over in a month, but it's made us all adapt and learn different things. And I think it's been important to support our local businesses. It's been amazing how much you offer there that I didn't know I needed, or that you helped me see in that room. So I'm excited to see what you guys are going to do moving forward through, whether it's COVID or whether it's through just what this next year is going to look like. So I think it's going to change how we do business. I think you offer a lot to this community, so I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I hope everybody enjoyed our very first virtual design appointment. And if you would like to book an appointment with one of our designers, they're all working from home. And we would love to help you do a floor plan or a room plan, or just like help you dream right now, especially when you're at home. You can just be like, hey, here's my living room. I'm sitting in it right now. So anyway, we're here to help you dream, and we look forward to opening our doors back up and welcoming everyone back in.